What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. Today we're going to be doing a high level contest estimators walkthrough for this city, Lala. This player moves really fast when she does her assignments. You guys need to learn how to do the same. Okay, if you're high level players or low level players, either way you need to try to move as fast as possible as long as you're still making all of the correct choices. So many people drag their feet and they don't understand how much they're really hurting themselves by doing so, okay? Alright, so before we begin, hit that like and subscribe button. We are accepting new members into Neverland. However, we had a couple of people join last week and apparently thought that I was joking on how much we expect you guys to play productively, right? So if you join into our group, just know that we are looking for elite players, people who are active, intelligent, and here to actually show that they want to actually learn, be here, and not waste my time. Okay, don't come in here with the thought process of, oh, I'm just going to throw a few screenshots at you and just be active in the chat. That's not how it works here. Okay, you got to actually be productive. So if you're looking for a place to be productive, you're on the Missy's Building Guide, hit us up on Discord or Facebook and see if you're a right fit for the group. Okay? Alright, Facebook, SimCity Build It, MissyAnne you can join us on there as well. Whether you're in the SimCity group or not, join us on Facebook. That'll get you updated information on the channel and guides and stuff like that. So the first thing that we do with any contest estimators week is we go through and set the scene, which tells us the person's city level, regional maps unlocked, all that good stuff. Let me see if she put anything in here for that. Nope. Okay. So basically, she has 4 regional maps unlocked. She is a high-level player who has all 60 factory slots. And that is about it. We had Lightning Wars, so we're going to be in war all week. And that's really all we need to know to proceed on with grading her list. Okay. So, she's in Mega, obviously, 60 tasks remaining. We're going to do a task assessment. We go through, we say what we know about each assignment, we label it. Premium is an assignment that is, or has the, okay, so Premium is an assignment that has the ability to be worth 3,000 points. High Premium is an assignment that can be over 3,000 points. Non-Premium is an assignment that cannot be worth 3,000 points. Then you're going to label things in your CoM breakdown. As for main being an assignment in your list worth 2,000 points or higher. Rotatable, which is an assignment in your list below 2,000 points. Okay? Alright, so the first one here is the Streaks assignment. This one has the ability to be worth 3,000 points. And you guys, if you're new to doing this, you're not going to know this stuff right off the top of your head. It's something that you have to learn. It is in the contest estimators guide. Everything is labeled. If you're not doing this, you're not going to be successful. I cannot tell you how many people come to me for help and they don't do a task assessment and they don't know what is premium versus high premium versus non-premium. It makes a huge difference in your being successful. Okay, so if you don't know, you need to figure it out really fast. This is a premium assignment in the Streaks. Now, it is below 2,000 points, which makes it rotatable value. Okay? The Beef is a non-premium assignment for high-level players. Well, okay, technically it's a premium assignment. It's worth 3,200 points. Usually we mark shop productions as non-premium for high-level players, but some of them, yes, they do have the ability to be worth 32 or 3,000 points. So this one is technically a premium, okay? It's at main task value. Then we have a premium main on the War Disaster. Okay, and it's also limited, so we would put an L there. Her task assessment is terrible, okay? She's only done a fraction of what she's supposed to do. So she's supposed to put an L here, an M, and a P. So premium, main, limited. Limited means that it can only be done until the resources to do it have been used up. Once she uses up all of her war cards that are available to her, she won't be able to do this assignment anymore until she earns more war cards, right? Limited time means that you can only do it during a certain time, which would be like the design challenge, which is a non-premium assignment at main task value. Then we have a premium main cactus simoleons, which is limited time once the regional HQ has been opened, or you can do it through the items that you should have prepped. You're going to find that doing these regional tasks are very difficult, especially if you are not well prepped or you have a low storage capacity. So it's very crucial for high-level players to make sure that you guys utilize your regional HQs. Okay, the gold keys here are below 2,000 points, so that makes them rotatable value, and they are a non-premium assignment, so you'd mark it NP. The next one is a rotatable sugar. Now this one has a high algorithm and it is a non-premium and it causes downtime. So we likely at this value will not do it. So we're going to mark it no touch. We have a rotatable premium on the VU. Okay. A rotatable premium on the limestone. Rotatable premium on the Paris. Non-premium no touch on the monster at rotatable value, but we're not going to do it anyway. And then we have a non-premium rotatable / no touch on the Neo Simoleons. Now, this particular assignment has it's kind of a hit and miss. You either do it once, it doesn't come back at all, or you do it and it keeps coming back. It's kind of like cargo algorithm. So it may need to be done, but if we can avoid it because of its value, we should try to. All right, the next one is a no touch rotatable on the cargo. All right, so starting at the top of the list, the highest one is going to be the beef. Now, yeah, that's going to create a little bit of downtime, but you know what? It is what it is. She should do the beef first. So she didn't. That was a mistake. Now, I'm assuming that what she's trying to tell me with this is that it was going to take too long for the beef to prep, for her to be able to submit the design challenge. So she proceeded on with the upgrade war disaster, which was correct under these circumstances. I'm explaining it to you guys this way because had this not been here, that would have been a mistake. You guys watch these videos and you probably would have thought, okay, that's the right choice under this circumstance, so it must be the right choice under all circumstances. This is a really good example as to why circumstances change based on what else is in your list, okay? Given the fact that she had a main task, being the Submit Design Challenge, that was closing in 1 hour, does it really make sense for her to say screw it and then have to cancel it over those 200 points for the beef? No, it doesn't. That's ridiculous. Had the Submit Design Challenge not been there or not been an hour or two away, then we would be doing things differently, okay? So she went ahead with the war disaster, because you can do that almost instantly. She gets a non-premium, no touch on the repair, all right? So at this point, she would submit the design challenge. Okay, now she gets a non-premium rotatable on the common war attack. So now she has nothing that is making her have to get something done right away. So now she's just going to sit there and wait for the beef. Or she should. And she didn't. So now this was her first big mistake. Okay? And Lala, if you ever want to be a CoM trainer, you have got to break this habit of yours. The worst habit that this player has is that she likes to go so fast. Remember at the beginning of this when I said, go as fast as you can while making all of the right choices? Okay, remember that? Okay. This was not necessary. She's cleared 3 assignments, right? And she has some downtime on the beef. She has to make, how many beef again? 18 beef, okay? Now, she can only have 11 of them completed before she has to lay down the other 7. Now, if you go back to the screenshot here, and you guys should know how to read this. If you don't know how to read this, you need to watch the video on how to read this. each one of these tiers represents whatever shop you have. She has the 20% time discount, okay? Which means that per every gold token, she can make 6 beef, right? So if she can only have 11 of them ready for pickup before she has to start the assignment, that's 2 hours, okay? Now the contest of mayors started at 5 days, 4 hours. Now let's go to where she did this. 5 days, 4 hours, right? So within sometime between, 5 minutes and an hour, she's completed these assignments, right? Okay. She needs to do 18 beef. So she's looking at, what, 3 tokens, roughly? 3 gold tokens? Yeah, about that. And she's already an hour in. Is it absolutely necessary to get those 2 hours out of it by doing an assignment that is 2,400 versus 3,200? Not this early in the contest. It wasn't absolutely necessary that she proceed on. With the points dropped like that, and no, you also have to take in, here's another thing that I want you to really think about, Lala. Every minute that you have your regional HQ open, because I'm assuming that's how you did this assignment, is another minute against you. So why would you open it knowing that you're probably going to have to either stop after this assignment and wait, or proceed on by taking lower assignments? You want to get the most out of your regional HQs, okay? You should have taken the downtime for the beef and dealt with the beef first. That is the one thing that this player always does. See, now she takes downtime for the beef anyways. So that one assignment that she got done, and she opened up that regional HQ, did she really get all that much done? Think about it. You took downtime for what? To get shit done, right? But you only got one thing done, and now you opened up your timer, and now your timer's just sitting there idle, and you're not working on anything because you're stuck on this downtime for the beef. See my point here? Kind of dumb, huh? Alright, so she does the beef. Now she gets a 2,400 regular residential. This is the highest in her list. When you look at the order of rotation for upgrades for high-level players, it starts with high premium, so Latin and Old Town, then Omega, then regional, then airport, then regular, and design, because they're non-premiums. But in this case, it is of main task value. So, that being said, we would not do the regional over the regular residential because the regular residential is 400 higher. Okay? Now she gets a 3,000 wave simoleons task, which she does, and she gets a non-premium, high algorithm, no-touch coins. Okay? So, what's the next highest in the list? That would be the Sunny. It is at main task value. Alright, now she gets a main Green Valley for 3,000. And another wave simoleons task. This is like the third one already, right? Okay. Main task value. Now, a lot of people would have got these wave tasks and they would have went, oh, well, it's too hard. Oh, well, I can't do it. Oh, well, it costs cash. You cannot play that way. If you want to win, you cannot play that way, okay? You need to have prepped your items and you need to just suck it up and pay for the regional HQ. I had somebody join in the group last week. They not only opened up all their regional HQs early, but they didn't want to pay cash to bring in the rows. Dude, you don't have 2 hours to dink around and wait for a stupid truck over 10 cash. Do you want to win or do you not want to win? Okay, you have to put in what it takes to win. Now, she gets a regular residential upgrade for 1,600. This is at rotatable value. If you follow the order of rotation, the order of rotation is this. You do all of your main tasks, starting with the highest value, highest opportunity, best algorithm, okay? Then when you get to rotatable value, so something below 2,000 points, you do your highest premium, with highest algorithm. That is a non-premium assignment. So even though it is 1,600 points, and these are 1,000 points, you do not do the regular residential. One, it only has the ability to be worth up to 2,400 points. Two, it's a that's why it's a non-premium, right? Now she has a choice. She can either do the regional or she can do the VU. She doesn't know how VU is going to be to her, but either way, either choice would be fine because she doesn't have Omega. If she had Omega, then I would suggest she do Omega before the VU. So she does the limestone, okay, and she gets a non-premium. This would also mean that she would have to pick up anything that she had prepped in her factories, which should have been electrical. So what does she do now? She's going to go with the VU, okay. Now she gets a 3,000 Tokyo, which is a main task. Now she gets another main premium on the war deliveries, okay. Now she gets a design challenge that she cannot do. So being how this is her main assignment, she's going to move down to the order of rotation, which is her next highest premium, which would be the Paris, because she's already done the regional. So now she's down to airport, okay. Now she gets another premium main, which is the Green Valley. And she gets a non-premium chairs for 1,800. Okay. All of her premiums have been rotated, okay? So the next order of rotation is if all main tasks are gone, or she can't do it, right? And all your highest premiums with highest algorithms are done, you're going to go with the highest non-premium with the best opportunity and the lowest algorithm, which would be the chairs. Okay? Now she gets a main premium Paris. And there's her VU, main premium. Now she gets a non-premium Paris delivery for 1,600. Now she has a choice. She can do the Paris for 1,600. She can do the minerals for a whopping 40 points less with better opportunity. However, problem with that is she would have to pick up all of her electrical, which would be stupid. So we're not going to do that, okay? And she has an 800 on the war delivery, but that is significantly lower in value. Then she has repair and keys, which are high algorithm tasks. So we're not going to do those because they're high algorithm, okay? So she has the neo-simoleons, but again, that's pretty low. So we're going to go with the Paris delivery. She went with regular residential. That was not the right choice, okay? Regular residential brings in less opportunity in terms of what, also given the fact that that was her good doorway, okay? The delivery to Paris was her good doorway, so that was a mistake. So now she gets her 3K VU, okay? Now she gets leaf simoleons for 1,600. So at this point, this is a premium, highest premium, best possible algorithm, right? She can do the leaf simoleons. Now she gets her war disaster upgrade. Okay, VU again. Now she gets epic for main task value, so she has to do that. Omega for 3,000. Epic for 2,400. London delivery for 2,000. And there's the regular residential again. So at this point, I doubt she's going to do that again. She's probably going to go with the Paris. All right. 2,400 on the smoothies. 2,000 on the melons. 2,000 on the VU, 3,000 war disaster, 3,000 Tokyo, 1,500 war deliveries. So now she has to choose between regular residential and war deliveries. War deliveries is premium. It has 100 points value difference. Okay? So what is the order of rotation state? That you do your highest premium with best algorithm rate. This one is also limited, meaning she can only do it during war when the monster's there. Granted, it is lightning war, so it doesn't matter, but just you want to keep refreshing that in your mind. Okay, so now she gets VU again. Now she gets Omega for 3,000. This is why you guys rotate your assignments the way you do. When was the last time your week looked like this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, now here. This is where things get tricky. Okay? She has a big choice to make. One, she's only opened up 2 regional HQs, so she has 2 left. She has 4 days and 3 hours remaining, which means that those 2 that she has open are still going to be open for quite some time. I think. I have to go back and double check, but they should be open for a little while longer at least. That being said, she doesn't have to open up one of the other 2 just yet. Now, she is at 24 tasks remaining. Does she want to rotate this in now, just before the streaks, and possibly cause her to have to open up all her other regional HQs and then have to finish on a certain deadline? Because what if she gets electrical? What if she gets feed? What if she gets glass in the streaks? And it takes 1 day of her time and then all of her regional HQs close and then she can't do that assignment. Is it worth the risk for that 1,500 points? No, not this close to the streak. So what she wants to plan to do is that when she finishes the streaks, picking up on this assignment, if that's what needs picked up on by the time she's done. So under those circumstances, we would go with the regular residential. She went with the regional HQ. This was a big mistake, okay? Big mistake. I mean, I'm trying to remember if this was the week where she came to me and she had explained all of her reasons for this. I'm assuming that her other 2 are just about to close. It's a gamble, okay? I'm not going to mark it as a mistake, but it is a gamble because she doesn't have anything secured. She does have electrical prepped, I'm assuming, but she wouldn't do it if it was in the main list. She would only do it if it was in the streaks. God, dude, that is such a gamble. I mean, she does have the regional HQs open, but that's not really my concern. My concern is that she get a factory task that makes her get set back and then not be able to finish that. So it was a gamble. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Green Valley. 2,500 on couches. Now that takes significant downtime for 16 couches. So that's another bit of time, you know. Let's see. I hope you used whatever regional HQ you had open, didn't open a new one. And she got VU again. 3,000 Green Valley. 2,400 on the Paris. Now she gets a 1,470 on the refrigerators. Now, this one has significant downtime, so unless she had refrigerators prepped, I would not be doing it. Okay, so she didn't continue on with rotation when she probably should have. What I would have done is I would have rotated 1 assignment from the streaks. Then I would have rotated something from the main list, hoping to kind of break that cycle and get one of the factory productions in the main list. So now she gets VU, Tokyo delivery, VU, streaks bonus 8,000. Okay, 1,500 on chems, 2,000 on the Omega, 2,000 Tokyo, 1,600 Epic, 3,000 Omega, 3,000 Tokyo, 2,600 Limestone, 1,600 on seeds, 8,000 on the streaks bonus, 2,000 VU, 1,760 on grass, Tokyo, 2,000 Epic, 3,000 green, 1,800 seeds. Okay, so here she's ended with 170. She hasn't had to do, let's see, wait, okay, she's on streak 5. And she has tickets. So she still has 5 and 6 plus tickets. And she's already got that much on top of her leaderboard. But there is 3 days left. So she does the seeds, the silk, the suits. You know, Lala, honestly, with the tickets that you have, you really shouldn't be doing that. With that kind of a lead, I don't know why you're doing that. I mean, now you only have 9 tickets. You probably should have taken this week off like you had planned. because when the new pass comes out, that's gonna be where you're gonna want to play. You know, you're gonna want to add those points. You're gonna want to get your pass unlocked. So if I was you, I would have taken this week and this coming week off and stacked, you know, saved your tickets for the week, kept your placement in Mega, stacked up a bunch of coins, because now that you've unlocked that other regional map, you're gonna have a lot more to prep for, and it's gonna cost you. I mean, it's not cheap to play once you start unlocking all these regional maps. So when you have double the points on the leaderboard, which yes, you know, you do have 2 days left, but when you're that low on tickets, I probably would not have done that. Okay. So hopefully that doesn't really hurt you for the coming weeks.